What are electrolytes? What are sport drinks? Do children even need them? What is a kilometer? How did Israel blow up 1,000 pagers? What even is a MrBeast? I love breasts. Okay, so MrBeast is releasing a store brand version of Lunchables called Lunchly. I prefer adult Lunchables, honestly. But something he did was team up with Jake Paul and PSI to put his sports drinks in a kid meal. You know, meant for children. And he's claiming it's a healthier alternative to Lunchables. So that brings us to today's topic. What the heck is an electrolyte? That sounds like a really shitty Pokemon. Disclaimer! I'm a white-collar Andy who just does YouTube as a hobby. I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a biologist, I'm not a chemist, I'm not a nutritionist, or even a fitness instructor. I literally did all this research like in 2 hours on Google. I could be wrong about everything, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Okay, so basically, electrolytes are minerals.
They're rocks, Hank.
No, they're minerals. Jesus, Marie, I got some geodes coming that are very delicate, all right?
They flow around in your body juice, and they help control some of your functions, like your body's pH, water levels, nerves, muscle functions, etc. Some examples are sodium, chloride, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. And if you start sweating, pissing, shitting, and vomiting everywhere, you can lose these electrolytes that you need. It's why athletes drink sports drinks. Sport drinks can be a mixture of any of these electrolytes and usually sugar, so athletes can drink it during or after an exercise to replenish the minerals they're losing, or gain a boost of energy from the carbohydrates. Because if you're training in the middle of the day in direct sunlight, or you're lifting massive weights in the gym, you'll sweat a ton more than the average person, and they would also be burning more calories than the average person. A lot of sports drinks use salt for their electrolytes. For example, a 16-ounce Gatorade uses 190 milligrams of sodium and 73 grams of potassium for its electrolytes. But Prime actually uses less salt, with only 10 milligrams of sodium, but way more magnesium and potassium, with there being 124 milligrams of magnesium and 700 milligrams of potassium. But the issue is, most children don't need a sports drink. Children are doing high intensity exercise or weight training. They're playing 30 minutes of kickball or hopscotch. And the issue is, you can get plenty of electrolytes from eating a banana for potassium, or milk for calcium, or literally having them eat some meat just for some sodium, magnesium. It's like, why do you need to put a sports drink in your meal, MrBeast? Why not just put some, dried up banana chips or some chalky milk? It could it possibly be because you care more about money than children? Also, just another disclaimer, I don't think kids will explode if you let them drink a Gatorade, but it's kind of unnecessary. Sports drinks and electrolytes are not harmful in any shape, way, or form, but you can get them easily just from a normal diet. You don't need a sports drink. But most research shows that just children having a normal playtime routine just simply don't need it. Yet again, just to iterate that point. And it feels like you're only putting in the kids' meal because you want to target children and make a bunch of money by making a deal with Jake Paul and shoving his sports drink in there, which is also targeted at children. I did see some other people complain about another aspect of MrBeast's Lunchable. For example, him bragging about it being less calories than a Lunchable. And just a side note, I don't really care about the candy. You won't be turning children into a pyrocynical character by giving them a single 80-calorie piece of candy with their lunch. But elementary school, and this might be controversial, but I think elementary school kids shouldn't be calorie counting. You shouldn't be having little Billy telling his mom his lunch needs 400 calories because he's on a 1,200 calorie diet. I'm fine with middle school kids doing it because that's when they get into sports, they're left home alone for the first time, and they're more independent, and they're going out with their friends and eating snacks. So it's probably that time in life where you should probably set up a proper diet. But that doesn't apply to an 8-year-old. So I don't know why MrBeast is arguing that they should eat his meal because it's less calories. That doesn't matter for an 8-year-old. So what's the moral of this story? One day, you will have to answer for your actions. God will judge your greed, your hubris, and God may not be so merciful. Instead of praying for yourself, you prayed for others in their absence. Angels will pray for you, and God will bless you both. Or I don't know, I'm just a cat.